was that?
The Alpha. They went at him. He put it down. Whatever that challenge was, the Alpha put it down.
How are we gonna deal with this?
We kill him.
Liam Neeson, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Peter.
Great to have you.
Great to be here. Thank you.
We just looked at a scene from The Gray,
Yes.
which I assume you shot in Southern California. And that snow and all those wolves were just completely false.
It's all cotton wool and yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew
Actually,
it.
the wolves were false, but the snow was very real.
Let's not get to the wolves first. Where was this shot? Because you watch it and you feel like you're freezing to death.
It was at British Columbia, and the first week and a half, we were up in a place called Smithers, about 200 miles northeast of Vancouver.
It sounds so benign, Smithers.
It doesn't it? It does. And then you get there, and actually it's a beautiful little village with an outstanding sushi restaurant, an outstanding pizza parlor. However, when you get up the hill, up the mountainside where we were shooting, and temperatures dropped to like -30 with a wind chill, it takes on a different character. Yeah, it was very cold. But even on this mountainside in Smithers, on our first day, I remember lying in the snow, as my character had to, one particular scene, thinking, we cannot finish this film. It's impossible. It's beyond cold. Cameras were seizing up, equipment was being challenged constantly.
And he just wouldn't hear you.
He wouldn't. I didn't tell him that until after we wrapped, but I was supposed to be the leader of these men. I didn't want to sound negative on the first day.
You couldn't be the one going all wussy on the set.
Could not do
I can't take it, yeah.
I want to go home, please.
I would be screaming that. Well, let's start by you telling us what and who you're playing in this. Who is this John Otway character that you're playing?
He's a character called John Otway. He works as a hunter-sharpshooter for an oil refinery. In that he patrols the oil refinery outskirts when men are out laying pipes and working outside, and he protects them from potential wild animals, polar bears, wolves that may attack the men as they work. And these guys, they work like 24/7 for like 5 weeks straight on, like oil rig workers out in the seas, you know. And then they get like 2 weeks off, you know. So we're due our 2-week vacation, so we're leaving the refinery in an old airplane, and there's a malfunction. So we
Malfunction?
we land in the tundra in Alaska, and I have to get 5-6 of these men. We head south, trying to reach safety, and all the time we're being pursued by very strange, almost mythological wolves.
They're not really CGI wolves.
They're
right?
not. There's very little,
Puppets.
Peter. Very little CGI. Animatronics, puppets. Yeah, and brilliantly done. And
Hey, what is that?
Go! Get into the tree!
When you get together with these other actors in this movie, do you bond or do you just bitch to each other privately about freezing to death?
this particular group of actors, we bonded day one. And we'd never known each other in previous work. This is the first time we had met. And in my 55 films, this is the first time I've ever been with a group of guys that we just cemented together from day one. And we were there for each other. I was there for them. They were there for me. There were no egos at stake. And one of the joys of the film was being with them. Looking forward to getting up in the morning to be with them every day.
Is there a moment when you're on the set with people you haven't worked for where there's a slight degree of intimidation?
No, there's not at all. None whatsoever.
They just slap you around immediately?
Well, we just, we had a 2 to 3 days rehearsal in Vancouver, And on the first day, you know, as we all sat around nervously with our scripts and dreading the fact that we're going to have to read this to each other, I said, I just made a little speech to everybody. I says, look, I'm here for lots of reasons, not least because this is wonderful material, and you know, we're all going to go on a journey.
You didn't do that.
I swear I said
You said it was a journey.
before Joe Carnahan did, and I said, look, I'm totally here for you, and I'd love you to be here for me, and let's just do it, you know, to the best of our abilities. And then from then on, it was great, you know.